I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Arkan have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
How could you have raised such monsters? You're telling us you didn't see this coming.
Of course I did. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the Immortal Emperor himself.
I am not him. I am myself.
When Valkorion was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorion is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakul's Old World district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
I'll escort you.
That's more like it.
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
You kept an important truth hidden from me, even when I feared something was off. That cannot be the way we do things. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, that your intentions are as you say. I'd like you to do the same for others. Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkorion. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
He said you knew Senya. How did you not sense her connection?
She hid her feelings well. I imagine it's the only reason she survived for so long. May the Force serve you well out there.
There we have. Chapter 7 is beginning, and finally Skorks is leveled up again. There should be something entertaining and interesting, not here, but hopefully here. For level 64, prove me correct. No? Damn you. Well, yes, it was obviously here. For level 64, we now get bloody slashes. Damage dealt by ravage stacks a bleeding effect on the target that builds up to 3 targets and deals up to 1602 internal damage. Depending on my gear, obviously. Stop with that stupid spam, come on now. Did I finish this thing? Oh yeah, it does a dot for over 9 seconds. The task, check the power generator. The surprises are just flying all over the place. First we see Satil Shan, then we learn who's the mother of Arkan, and that she's been actually helping us.
Easier than I thought.
What bio does she have, if any? Whoa, there is plenty of information here because of the interactions. I will definitely have to read that offline.
Odd fluctuations. Relays are gunked up or something. They have to clean out the junctions.
One less perpetrator.
Oh, that's what I need to click. Go back, put it in, see if that fixes things. Yes, it did.
Everything's good to go. What was it?
An infestation. If they'd grown any bigger, we'd have more to worry about.
Bonus
than body
quest.
power. We should
Check and replace faulty fuses. I don't think I want to do 8 of them.
These hostile stowaways, Master.
Well, why not?
Once I have gathered additional munitions, I will scour the ship from top to bottom.
Whoa, 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 easy! We can have you blasting through the hull left and right.
Appeasement. I can employ knives and blunt force instruments instead. Would that make you feel safer?
Not really.
Next time, you're on cleanup detail.
Why am I not seeing them? Where are those fuses supposed to be? Ah, that's where you're hiding. Two out of 8. Whoops, that's the third one.
You'll be all
Come on now. Why do we need the bird to interrupt us? At least send something serious. Three out of 8, and I've already explored about 1/3 of the place. Come on, where are you? You can ask directly me, mate. I do read the chat. This is a cartel market set. I have no idea where it is from, which pack it is from. It's an older set called, what was it called? Fearsome Harbinger, I believe. Yes, that's the Fearsome Harbinger set. It was a gift to me from Rizasha, one of my moderators here on Twitch. Oh, how the hell did I miss those? Come on, let me click before I kill it. Oh, this time we have 2.
finished.
Number 6. Here is 7. Come on, I clicked you.
Should feel better. No getting up from that.
And one more. I'm not really certain why I'm doing this side quest, because I have to do everything once. I will do the same quest again with VULKK, and then I'm sure it will be boring already. But at least maybe I'll remember where to look for those. And I will definitely know that there is more than 8 available. That's very good news. And time to go back to the elevator.
Here.
Finally, we get a chance to go to the hangar. And this one is not empty.
A love the hand of tithe could not deny.
We're headed back into the heart of Arkan's empire, and you're singing.
What better time? Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers. Even so, I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of Zakuul history. Valkyrian's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
Come on, we should keep moving.
Hello, little one.
I want updates, not chatter.
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
Who has she murdered?
Oh, just anyone who's managed to get in her way. You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a Knight's justice.
And when that someone is the Knight's own child?
We'll find out, won't we? Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkyrian?
I don't think it works that way exactly.
Lots of things live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful.
That's yet another small area. I wonder what happens if I jump to the water. Right, it's normal water. Doesn't kill me. It should most likely definitely kill me if I attempt to jump down there. I'm really curious though. Oh, come on. At least let me drop down to the bottom and drown myself.
Got you.
There is something very tempting in testing these things. I don't know why. That one felt like it's clickable, but it's not. There is the new dot in action. It's not game changer or game breaker, that new dot. It's just adding a little bit more sustained damage to the burst spec. I apparently don't have to be up there to be able to reach this. And the door is opened. Woohoo! What the hell is this one doing? There was a droid here. It just disappeared a moment ago. Oh, 2 droids disappeared now. How the hell does that happen? Never mind. We can deal later with invisible droids. Oh, again.
You know your way around a fight, T7. I don't doubt it. We'll trade stories sometime.
It is a bug, obviously, yeah.
Easier than I thought. One less perpetrator.
I need to take out some security cameras, and I wonder, let's go into it, why not? At least I will know their location for the next time.
You'll be all right.
And it will give me a reason to visit this wing, in hope that there will be actually any cameras around here. The same again and again, they don't allow me to go freely.
Here.
Where the hell did it teleport me, damn it? What?
Tell me, Acolyte, what does the return of our great SWTOR mean?
Oh, it actually teleported me a little bit farther ahead on the next area. Maybe that's a quick way to travel. You don't lose the endurance of your armor, so there is no need to repair. There are no repair costs if you die like this. That was accurate until yesterday, actually. I'm not really sure. Maybe BioWare have silently changed it, but there hasn't been any announcement or any news about it. What now? Okay, I'll go back.
One less perpetrator.
We're back in the instanced area, almost.
You'll be all
Where
right.
are you? Where is the clicky? What am I missing? Okay. But I don't want that door. I want to go eventually do the side quest. If they actually allow me to get to it. I don't see any terminals around. Alright, never mind. Let's say I don't really need that quest. Next time I'll be careful to finish it before. And this actually made me lose the bonus quest.
Update. Extermination efforts aboard the gravestone have been slower than anticipated, Master. It seems quite unnecessary that I clean up the creature's remains. They clearly serve as an effective warning to other potential stowaways. But Master Votena was quite insistent, so the ship will be quite clean upon your return.
Hello, DJ Frasman. Hi Sekros, you seem to be asking me that same question every single time, and the answer is always the same, right? I'm just experiencing for the first time the Imperial side. I am playing Marauder just for fun at the moment. My main is still Republic side Sentinel.
This is the old world as most Zakulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
Don't keep me waiting.
Won't be long.
I must ask, what is BTTF Day? The Old World! Oh, nice. And what the hell do you mean the servers are down? I am online, obviously. Maybe just the server, the login server is experiencing some kind of temporary issues. Hopefully Bauer is going to restore it quickly.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did. What does she look like?
Well said, Sekras. Thank you for keeping your hopes up. I did talk about 4.0 a lot on many of my YouTube videos, mate. I have 3 or 4 playlists already available on my YouTube channel, full of shorter and not so shorter videos with descriptions, tutorials, guides, and everything I had time available to do so far since yesterday. During my first 40 or 50 minutes yesterday on the first stream after the early access began, I did go over the most important changes. Yep. If you have a specific question, feel free to ask. If I know the answer, I'll be glad to give it. That damn treacherous game, yeah? The only downside for a new player is that you will totally miss on a lot of fantastic stories. If you have time available, if you are a Star Wars fan, you should go and do them. If you only want to get to the new end game, it doesn't really matter, and there is absolutely no downside, except that maybe you will have to start caring about that character from ground zero. You may be level 60, but to be able to enter end game, both PvP and PvE, you will need to do a little bit more farming, because while leveling, you can stack up on all kinds of useful resources, just while leveling. What the hell is this place? The Tram Market. The servers, as far as I know, have never been down, mate. Maybe the login servers are experiencing issues. It's normal at a time like this. And I'm not exactly sure why I'm bothering exploring this place. It's nothing interesting here. If you subscribed on, what is it, the 1st of September, you will receive the rewards for the end of September and the reward for 19th of October. You should receive 2 rewards, and if I'm not mistaken, you should have received them already. I'm not exactly sure on that topic though. I received my rewards yesterday. yesterday. Oh, come on. That was a total mess here. Oh, seriously? More? Are we done? I think so. Use the access terminal. Gladly.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was the mother of your children.
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
You claim you want to help, but you're still playing the same old head games.
I granted her the freedom to make her own decision, just as I have with you.
I just hope you will honor our arrangement better than the one you had with her.
Priority call for High Justice Valen. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
Hey, bot update, could you please paste the link if there has been official information for the maintenance tomorrow as a developer post or something else? And what exactly would be the reason for that? Did BioWare discover a critical bug, game-breaking bug, something within the quest storyline, or maybe something else? Command T7 at surveillance feed 3. Alright, whoop. I also encountered the queue. I was number 33 when I logged in 3.5 hours ago. But it dropped down to 0 and allowed me in just a matter of seconds. On the launcher, okay. I guess they have discovered something. And I should have posted that if I want to stay on top of the latest news on my website, but come on, I'm too busy playing the new chapters. Sometimes there are minuses when you are a one-man team and doing everything on your own. If I had a team working for me, which would be nice, but the only downside that I can't afford to pay anybody to do stuff for me. What now? Ah! Should have jumped here. Okay. I hoped I could do it without the jump, never mind. Whoa, it brought me back here? Damn you. Can I have a speeder? Oh, holy crap, I can use my mount. Completely forgot because everything here has been instanced. Oh, there is the ramp I need, there it is. Almost missed it the second time in a row. This is a part of the main reason why I've decided to go first with Skorks, my Marauder. Because when I do things for the first time, especially during a live show, I tend to lose concentration from time to time and do silly things. It's midnight for you, Shoki, and it's nearly 1 in the morning for me. Good night. Thank you for visiting. I will see you on Facebook, most likely. Wait, I think I need to go there. FPS dropped in this area, if you guys are curious to learn. It's about 40, 45 at the moment. 55, it just jumps all over the place. I'm very glad every time I hear or see things like that. Thank you, Renum. And because you've mentioned it, let me give you guys a link. I hope that you will enjoy it. Some of you may have seen it already on my website. I've received something similar yesterday from a dear old friend. We've been playing different games together for over 6 years now. There you go. Take a quick look. And every time I'm proud when I can say I've deserved that. There is the damn console I was supposed to click, but it was too busy the previous time. We don't have too many instances. How dare you be immune? Oh, the immune guy was the one just landing. Use the local passcode terminal. That one. Don't switch sides if you love your character and the story. That would be my advice. You can always find an active guild if that's the case. And if you have any other reason, I'm sure you will be able to overcome it. Well, that was a short cutscene, and I forgot to switch for it. Let's not do the jump again, because it's very likely I might fail. Let's use the ramp this time.
I don't get why the heralds want to see me.
Be back soon, mate, or maybe you will lose some interesting happenings in the next chapters. I'm supposed to go to the cantina. There is a cantina here? Awesome. What do they serve? Oh, that's not exactly the cantina I was hoping to see. Just counting how many hits these guys need. Quite a lot, obviously. Now would be a good time. Help my Moobot find the damn button. Thank you.
Who were they?
Heralds of Zildrog. Cultists longing for the return of a mythical serpent god. Used to be they were just a nuisance. Now they're militant.
Good show! Absolutely wonderful!
Who the hell is this fellow? Zaku Socialite.
Quiet, or you're next.
Okay.
There you are. Sicking heralds on me, Reg? Not too bright.
It wasn't me. The heralds run the old world now. They made a deal.
With Arkan? What kind of deal?
Heralds keep crime down, and the knights keep out. You stick around and blame it on me. You gotta go.
Tell me where to find the Lady of Sorrows first.
Some kind of joke, right? I'll take my lumps from the heralds over the lady any day.
And where do I fit on that list?
What?
You know what I can do, Reg. Need another reminder?
If Senya doesn't get what she wants, believe me, I will.
Wait a minute, wait. I was gonna say you don't want to mess with the lady. Then I was gonna say, but hey, that's your prerogative. You've always been square with me, I'll be square with you. Don't gotta hit me.
Where is she?
I don't know. But I do know who to talk to. There's a data seller at Market Station, Mona Gale. She works with the lady all the time.
Mona Gale. All right. Sorry, let's go.
Guess who I found?
The Outlander?
Right under our noses in the old world.
Alone?
Oh no. That's the best bit. Mother is here too. Shouldn't we go say hello?
Why would they escape only to return? Let them do what they came here for. I'll see that they don't dawdle.
Whoa, for a moment there I thought I'm in space. Heralds of Zildrog. Quite a lengthy log update, or codex update. We're still in chapter 7, I believe we're nearing the end of that chapter. Hello Rebel PR, let me see if I can answer this way. The maximum speed allowed in the game is 110%, so the best mount is obviously 110%. You can never find anything better from loot drops, random findings, or from the cartel market. If I'm not mistaken, pretty much all of the mounts, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, but don't quote me on that, they're bound on pickup, so you're not allowed to transfer them around on your other characters once you bind them to the current character. But if you purchase something from the cartel store, you can transfer it to another character, so it doesn't matter on which character you purchase it. And there is a small difference. Some of the older mounts available from in-game, not from the cartel market, I believe they are still restricted to only tier 1 of speeder mount, which, if I'm not mistaken, was 90% speed, so they are the slowest mounts. They're obviously also the weakest mounts. You can very easily be taken down and the mount can be destroyed, which means you have to stop and fight the mobs that aggroed on you. Does Imperial side usually have bigger player base? Very little, maybe. They prevail with a very little number in terms of activity. But on the Red Eclipse, at least to my knowledge and my first eye observation, it's pretty much leveled. If you're looking for serious hardcore guilds, depending on your class, of course, there might be a slightly better chance to find a spot on the Imperial side, because most of the Republic guilds stop playing during the summer, or even earlier, after the announcement of no new content for the next year, because of the rescaled operations and flashpoints. I hope that answered your question. If not, ask something else. Travel to the tram market again. Well, again, just like I mentioned, don't quote me on that, but I believe there is maybe 1, 2, 5, I don't know how many speeders that are locked with the lower speed.
No one seems to be discussing why anyone would attack the Spire.
But I could be wrong, since I haven't used many speeders. All of the speeders I own, they're up to 110%. What I do remember... Well, it depends actually, it also depends, the speed of the speeder of the mount depends on your tier of the skill. Depending on the character level as well and what kind of a tier skill you have purchased, the speeder may not be able to function the best it can. Its optimal speed would be 110%, but you have to level up to, I believe it was level 40, unless they've lowered it. I believe tier 1 is now available at level 1, so... Ah! That was a weird lag. Definitely should have jumped earlier. Thanks, Rebel, for the follow. I don't think there is such a way here for Twitch, but don't worry, everything important from this playthrough will appear on YouTube, maybe up to 1, 2 or 3 hours, depending on YouTube speed and my editing capabilities. 1, 2 or 3 hours after the stream, I meant to say. The first 3 chapters I played yesterday are already available on YouTube if you prefer to watch them there. They've been edited and divided into different episodes, and I've just started the walkthrough specifically designed for YouTube on the Republic side with my Jedi Knight light side decisions. Much better quality than stream, obviously.
The arena fights are brutal.
And the quality of my commentary voiceover is pretty much the same. I cannot do any better.
Come on, hit him! Hit him! You are kidding me!
$16,000, Mr. Wyndon.
6 in a row. Random matchups. You have to have an in, Mona. Tell me.
Enough data at your disposal and anything's possible. Want to see if 7's your lucky number?
Scamming citizens isn't legal, Mona Gale.
I'm not scamming anyone. And Knights have no authority here.
Yes, you are. And I don't care. The Lady of Sorrows. Where is she?
If I knew where to find my most lucrative, reclusive, and dangerous meal ticket, I wouldn't give that up for one night and whatever you're supposed to be.
She asked a question.
Asked and answered. Thanks. Have a great one.
People of Zakul, this is your Emperor. Hear me.
This should be good.
The criminal who plunged our great Spire into darkness and chaos has finally been identified. The craven outlander who assassinated your immortal Emperor, my dear father, has escaped custody and remains at large, aided by a rogue knight of Zakul. These deadly agitators were last sighted in the Old World. If you encounter them, contact an authority figure immediately.
So, where were we?
You were about to tell them where to find the Lady of Sorrows.
Except I can't. I really can't. I don't even know how to reach her. She only ever contacts me. But she does occasionally meet with the Heralds in Breaktown. They have some kind of truce. That's the best I can do. Just don't agitate us.
How about you stop taking advantage of others?
Sure. Whatever you say.
Breaktown's the underbelly of the underbelly. No mingling there. Only corruption and torment. You know, we might owe Arkan a thank you for unintentionally helping us. That announcement really brought you some clout.
If this is unintentional help, I'd hate to see what it looks like when it's on purpose.
My apologies about the delayed answer, guys, but in case you didn't know until now, I'm trying to keep quiet, and I hate typing in chat because it's a little bit too complicated for me. I'm trying to keep quiet during the cutscenes because I expect at least a heavy amount of you are here for the story, and I don't want to ruin that for you. So let me answer the question about the cartel coins. If you have cartel coins, don't spend them just because you have them. That's the best advice I can do. I know it's a stupid one probably, and it sounds boring and dull and generic, but that's really the truth. Unless there is something unique that you really like, his design, outfit, appearance, or something else, don't spend your cartel coins, because next month in the next cartel shipment, that awesome, fantastic armor for your trooper, assassin, or something else is going to appear, and you will have to pay more money to get it. Something else is, if you really must spend on something, I would advise you to buy color crystal. They are not very cheap, but they are either not very expensive. One color crystal, unless it's discounted on a promotion, is usually around 500 cartel coins, and the color crystals are plus 41 stat. I would advise you to pick up the one with power. And they are available to you at level 10. Plus 41 on a color crystal is the best available stat for a color crystal, which means you will be wearing them all the time until your leveling progression is finished and into the end game as well. So for 2,500 cartel coins, you can buy, what is it, 5 different color crystals. And don't forget that once you buy the crystal, it's gonna be bound to you, but you can purchase, it's not gonna, yes, it will be bound to you, but you can purchase unlimited amount because it's gonna be active in your collection after that. And if you need to, you can transfer it to other characters for free in your legacy. What else? Where was the question about melee class? Chaos or Chaos? Sorry, mate, I'm not really sure how to pronounce the name. Help me on that. Melee class Shadow or Assassin is extremely fun to play while leveling, for me at least, because it's a huge advantage having a stealth class, especially if you know a little bit about the class and a little bit about the game. It makes it even more fun in this case. In any other case, I would definitely advise you to go with the Jedi Knight and the Sith Marauder, Jedi Knight and the Sith Warrior stories, because they're very involved with the Sith Emperor, Visciati, and everything about Fallen Empire is related to Visciati in one way or another. Unless you dislike the class or seriously dislike the story, there is no way to not do it. There are good stories. The Sith Warrior story is good all the time, and personally for me, the ending of the Jedi Knight story is the best ending of the whole game. That couldn't save me. Damn it. Undying Rage doesn't save you from falling down. Oh, I have to turn to the med center. Hey, I didn't know that exists. I don't like Mad Dash. It's a stupid ability. I don't seem to be able to find, thank you, any use for that ability, except for maybe PvP movement and mobility. It's not useful for PvE unless you can very precisely count the 20 meters. It's very limited. It has long cooldown of 45 seconds and a very low damage. It performs kind of similar like the saber throw, but at the same time not very useful because it does less damage. It has a much longer cooldown, and it's not bound to a target. It just moves you from 1 point 20 meters forward with an ugly and choppy animation. Pretty much that's the short version.
Short of bringing about Zildrog's return and the mass cataclysm they hope will follow, there are no deals to make with people like this.
They seem determined to meet you. No, I told them Breaktown, but that's all. Like I want to get on your bad side.
You, Gale. You've seen the fugitives.
Come on, you know how this works. You give credits, I give information.
We know they were sent here. Tell us everything, or end up like your associate.
What associate?
I believe his name was Reg something.
You know who I work for.
And you know who we work for.
Here, well, with the new tasks, travel to the gate entrance. Where the hell is the gate entrance? Probably that way.
Here.
No, as a matter of fact, in all the times I've done Scum and Villainy, I don't think I've ever fallen down. I think I did it once just to see what the hell happens. But this was on purpose. I've never ever fallen down on the bridge boss in Scum and Villainy. Unless there is a different bridge boss that you're referring to. But I doubt that. That's not really an exit. Well, let's enjoy my wings. Remember the times when I've earned them fair and square. I wish I could do that on my Sentinel as well. I'm sure once we all level up to 65, we'll have a chance to revisit those again. But I'm not really in the rush. Tomorrow we have a raid, as a matter of fact. Story mode raid, I'm really curious to see what the hell BioWare has designed for us in the rescaled story mode and hard mode operations.
Are, in fact, highly lethal when applied to the infesting creatures directly. This revelation should accelerate my completion of the task considerably, Master.
Wonder how things would be different if Arcus...
HK, so excited. every time he is about to complete a task.
A lot of firepower standing between us and their leader. They call him the Exalted. Arkan put him in charge here, but he's little more than a servant, and not a sane one.
About time you got here.
Koth?
T7 told me you were headed into Breaktown. Figured the rest for myself. Didn't think there was a scenic route to get here.
What in Skyva's name are you doing here? Couldn't trust us to get the job done?
I didn't stay ahead of you all those years by trusting the wrong people. No offense, Outlander. You at least, I want to trust. So let me clue you in. The Exalted hates Knights. He won't say one word to Senya.
I'll make him talk.
Look, I'm regular people. I speak their language. You want to make a deal with the Heralds? I'm your man.
They're delusional thugs. There's no deal to be made.
Yeah, interesting question. I wonder if it depends on something later on, maybe.
It's clear you two can't work together. Senya, you're with me. Koth, keep your ears open.
You're making a mistake.
I have no doubts that the story mode version is the same. I don't expect new mechanics, because if there were any, they would have been leaked already, or at least announced officially, maybe by BioWare. I'm just hoping that the new gear is going to be worth obtaining and looting. Otherwise, if we can do the story mode with the bolstering system at level 60 whatever, and we don't need the story mode gear, then what the hell is the point of doing those? I don't like the idea overall of what? I don't like the overall idea of having bolster in PvE. It's a trap, well said. I don't know if that's gonna be the next chapter, so we're about to discover that. Alright, no cinematic, no new chapter, it's the same stuff again. We are still in number 7. I don't like the new gear as well, yeah. I really struggled saying good things while overviewing it for my YouTube channel. Total crap. I'm extremely glad we've got the outfit designer and I have chance to pick up something decent. The arrow helmet is absolutely not my taste of helmet.
No getting up from that. Took care of one for you.
The hell? You don't want to die? What do you mean gear pieces is bugged? The one I've noticed while recording the videos yesterday is that some of the icons don't represent the design of the gear piece. And in one case I actually noticed that it was displaying some kind of a belt or a hat. I couldn't see really very clearly, but as a matter of fact it was gauntlets or gloves or something. Weird bugs, I'm sure BioWare is going to fix those. The item on its own, it was correct, but the icon representing it was wrong.
Thank you, Outlander. You saved me the trouble of hunting you down.
I take it you're king of the crazy people.
Blatant disrespect in our house of worship. You only make it easier for us to do what must be done. You cannot be allowed to remain in the old world. Your presence threatens the order we have fought to maintain.
Order, but not justice. You let criminals thrive. Prey on the weak. You're monsters.
The true crime is cultivating a society dominated by ineffectual fools who have never known adversity. And you, I have terms with Emperor Arkan. No knights.
Get us a meeting with the Lady of Sorrows.
And then you'll leave? Is that what you propose?
There is no proposal. Do it.
By that she means, do it, or we kill you.
Yes, I did get the full extent of her meaning. Curious. What could you want from her, I wonder? What makes it worth the risk of coming here?
I get the feeling you wouldn't mind seeing Arkan off the throne.
If you think you can defeat him, I have no qualms. Arkan gave us power, then implemented so many restrictions that we are in many ways powerless. And he has sapped the very spirit from Zakul. Most don't even realize. But his undoing, it cannot be at your hands.
Why not?
Valkorian's fall, Arkan's rise, it all conforms to prophecy. You do not.
Are you in compliance? Or does this have to go another way?
By Zildrog's grace, I do enjoy your vigor. But when our great serpent returns, he will rain death upon Zakul, and cleanse it of all that is wrong, including the likes of you. On my mark!
Exalted.
I'm busy!
The Lady of Sorrows demands your attention now.
I've never seen a species like that before.
Your grip on the old world has become a stranglehold. You continue to act counter to the Lady's interests, most recently with the murder of our contractor, Mona Gale.
This can wait. I have company.
The Lady has decided to renegotiate the terms of your agreement.
We made a deal!
And now, you will agree to a new deal.
Father! Brennan! Release him at once!
Come to the Razor. You and the Lady can discuss your son's future. And you, the Lady would like to speak with you as well.
I'm gonna take that brief pause because apparently the cutscene is a bit too long, and I'm gonna answer that question very quickly, mate. Where was it? When do you get Nico? Originally, if you have access to the early access of the Fallen Empire, you will have received it yesterday. If you don't have access to the early access, stupid thing to say, you generally get it at chapter 9. Before or after, I'm not yet sure. I just know that he comes to you around chapter 9 because that's what the tutorial told me. And we're about to discover that very soon. No, this is automatically being removed. It's some kind of a probably unregistered and unsecured account on Twitch that is being removed automatically. I don't have moderators actually on the channel at the moment, and this is something that's been bugging me for quite some time. Both my mods are not present all the time, and I might consider maybe offering someone else to become a mod. If any of you guys is interested, just letting you know. But don't start applying, please. Let's go back to the game.
You're a long way from home.
Zakul is the center of the galaxy now. That makes it home. The Lady of Sorrows is fully aware of who you are. Outlander. And now she also knows what you're after.
They want me to tell you I'm okay, which I am.
So that's that. Under no circumstances are you to kill the Outlander. Understood?
Understood. Kill the Outlander.
You'll kill me? Seriously? I don't think so.
You're unworthy of the dragon's fire!
Do your worst.
Good try, Zoran, but you need a little bit more training and experience before you can take on Skorks. I didn't actually expect that people will start volunteering or applying right away for a moderation spot. I usually almost never have problems with real spam. This right now I don't even consider spam because the system detects it and deletes it automatically. There is no even need for me to interfere or any other mod. I've always loved Marauder, mate. It's my favorite class. My main is a Sentinel, but since they're a mirror, I've always enjoyed Marauder. I played Marauder as a main class Imperial side for about 8-9 months. About a year and a half ago, then I returned back to the Sentinel.
One less perpetrator.
Let's kill some more mobs. What the hell is this? Oh, cool animation. I wouldn't say hard, I would say challenging. Definitely challenging for PvP. They've always been more challenging than other classes, and after 3.0 Power made all of the melees, not just Marauders, a lot more challenging than what used to be because of bad balancing and bad design of the latest operations. They tried to compensate that with the very last ops boss. It's not an operation, but it's just a standalone op boss. I'm talking about the Colossal Monolith, the world instanced boss on Ziost. He's a lot more melee friendly than ranged friendly. And I know that some of you may not agree. Just try both melee and both ranged in hard mode. You will see what I mean. Especially if it's a channel heavy range class. I froze. I don't mind. That's a cool pose. Nice. Oh, seriously? Are you going to stay like this now? Maybe this was a black bug? I don't know what the hell it was. I hope this was a compliment, Sekres. Thank you. Every time I wonder whether something is a compliment or not, I usually prefer to take it as a compliment. If you're attempting to insult me,
Took care of one for you.
You failed. Throw harder.
Finished. Easier than I thought.
Trophy room, that's very cool idea. It's not the next chapter. I've already recorded 3 episodes for my YouTube. I'm doing the Sentinel offline specifically for YouTube with much better video quality and kind of similar commentary, but the difference is I'm doing the Marauder first, experiencing things for the very first time as a playthrough type of gameplay. And with the Sentinel, it's in the form of walkthrough, giving information without being surprised, knowing where things are, knowing what's follow after this action or that action. You know, that's the main difference between a walkthrough and a playthrough. And I wanted my first video on YouTube to be with my Sentinel. This meant I had to leave him for a second.
Update. My sensors cannot detect any further traces of the infestation.
Also, VULKK, my Sentinel, is a lot better geared, so it should be even easier to progress through this.
30 to 40 gallons of industrial cleanser while you're in the Spire. Our stocks have been somewhat depleted.
One less perpetrator.
Thank you, thank you. If you keep saying things like that, people may start wondering if I'm doing that with an old account, praising myself. Because I bet many of you guys have never seen my videos before, you have never seen my Twitch streams before, right? Who's here for the first time? I haven't streamed regularly for a very, very long period of time. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you are actually seeing my stream for the first time today.
No getting up from that.
Especially considering the fact that right now it's early access, it's some brand new content, and it's very, very popular. Some big names are coming to our directory or channel, game channel, that is streaming our game. I like to call it our game. You know what I mean.
Took care of one.
I will definitely, but as I've mentioned previously, it won't be first priority because there is no new challenging content. I don't know how challenging the operations will be, but since my channel lately has been influenced a lot by more simple and basic guides, I want to take care of the people who are more new to the game and don't have experience. That's why the bunch of videos I've already published and will publish in the next couple of days will be mostly aimed at the more basic things of the game. And just overviewing and tutorialing the changes, basically. I will definitely need maybe a week or two before I start producing serious real guides for my Sentinel Marauder. Or even longer before I dare to start making guides for the other classes. I don't like to we do it again. I don't like to produce empty talk in my videos, and I definitely don't like in other videos. Unless you are absolutely 115% experienced with what you are saying, you have tested it yourself, and you haven't heard it or read it in other places, you shouldn't talk about the class. And unfortunately, I was seeing this happen in shortly after 3.0 a lot.
I've been here before.
Obviously, I'm not proficient as well with other classes as I am with the Sentinel and Marauder, so I do read a lot, even for Sentinel and Marauder. It would be stupid if someone starts believing they are the best and don't need to keep reading other people's guides, other people's opinions, tips, tricks, and everything else. Everybody sees things differently, and it's always beneficial to see and hear what others do and how. You might change the way they behave, you might adopt something from their behavior, you might actually teach them that their way is wrong. Sometimes this happens. It's not 110%.
Took care of one for you.
Oh wait, you're talking about the accuracy? Yeah. The difference is that now the melee accuracy or the ranged accuracy is the same, using the same formula as the force or tech accuracy. That's why our normal accuracy jumped up with about 10%. Which animation? This area right here reminds me very much of the Zerka daily section area. You remember the one small thing called Zerka 198, 197? I can't even remember what it was, I haven't been there in a while.
No getting up from that.
Let's finally use the damn Mud Dash. I absolutely don't see any real use of that ability outside of PvP. I'm sure that I might change my opinion once I start doing hard mode flashpoints and operations, but for now, Zerka 198, thank you. Come on, don't bug me. I've wasted the whole channel. It's not even a gap closer, you have to very, very precisely determine what's the distance between you and the point where you want to be. Unless, of course, the point is a stationary character and you can target them and determine more easily what's the distance between you. It always moves you to 20 meters ahead. It's not like charge or leap. That would have made it a lot more useful.
one for you.
Take the penthouse lift, which is over there, okay. I love that garden. How the hell such a beautiful garden appeared here out of nowhere?
Easier than I thought. Finished.
I knew I would find you.
And you are?
I am not amused. You escaped lawful imprisonment, then ordered your friend to kill my partner. You're going to pay.
Stand down, Novo.
You stand down, traitor!
You abandoned your Scion brethren. Who's the real traitor?
I'm glad we risked coming to the old world. Now we get credit for neutralizing 2 criminals. You get down,
Justice.
Hey, not everybody at the same time.
Satanic!
Oh, sorry. That was a definitely wrong click, very wrong one. Come on, I want you to die at the same time. Don't do that. Yes, exactly at the same time. It's not needed, just trying to make it fun for myself.
You won't even merit an epitaph.
He's beaten. Defenseless.
He's nobody. What will you do when it's Arkan's turn?
Please, don't!
I know what has to be done.
It is without a doubt that this ability and all of the new gap closer abilities will be very useful for PvP. I believe that's the only purpose why BioWare introduced them at level 61.
The Heralds had a head start. Be ready for anything. We could be stepping out into a minor war.
Or a trap. Or Koth's entrails on display. Not that I'm hoping.
I know. You didn't get the deal you wanted, but you did get the deal you deserved. Think of it this way, Exalted. You'll finally be with your great serpent.
No way. Hey, Scorpio.
I'm curious, Outlander. What would you do with the Exalted's son?
He could be his father's son. Could want revenge for his death. It would be a risk to let him live.
Cautious. Unfettered by morality. Interesting. Do you hold any animosity towards me?
For what?
There's nothing to stop you from becoming the new Exalted now. I expect you to honor your end of our agreement.
Of course. I can finally lead the Heralds to the glorious future we deserve. You will have your just rewards.
Then leave.
Probably not the condition you wanted to find me in.
She was worried sick about you.
What?
I believe it. The lady knows all about the gravestone, what we're using it for. I told her that much. But she already knew a lot about you.
You're the Lady of Sorrows. A droid.
No, don't call her...
I'm no droid, Wrath. I'm an intelligence beyond comprehension. You may call me Scorpio. I've come to Zakul to further my heuristic directive of self-improvement. This self-iteration is number 1084. The proposal put forth by your colleague intrigues me enough that I've decided to accompany you.
Is that right?
Continue operations in my stead. Annihilate the Heralds if you must. I will remain in touch.
Very well. She's coming with us? Just like that?
Watch this one. She's a bigger threat than Senya any day.
Not exactly what I expected, but close. Shall we depart?
Hold on. What did you expect?
Only a slight deviation from expectations. There is no cause for concern.
Why are you agreeing to help?
I wish to speak to the gravestone. I look forward to communicating with an intellect that rivals my own for a change.
What about Arkin?
He has something of mine. The severity of his error must be recognized.
What did he take? Just asking.
Eternal Fleet Units 522, 865, and 983 will prepare for deployment. Combat protocols fully engaged. The Outlander will not escape us this time.
All Gemini command units confirm. Preparations are already underway.
In the name of Arkin!
Wow. Let's welcome Scorpio, whatever her trick is. It's gonna be fun. Can you imagine, guys, if you're a new player and you start fresh level 6, you have absolutely no clue who's Scorpio, why is she important, or it, or she, I don't know. Apparently she doesn't like to be called a droid, so it's not an it. I expect this would be the beginning of chapter 8, possibly because chapter 7 went on for far too long. Thank you for filling the gaps. I was just wondering myself what the hell was the history about Scorpio. She is definitely one of the weirdest companions I've ever seen. She joins the Imperial agent around, I think it was Belsavis? Oh, you said Belsavis, obviously she is there. Let's continue with the next scene.